Do you ever wonder why you don't have any British friends? Because that's a question I've been asking myself for years. And whilst I'm still working on my problem, I think in your situation, it might just be because you're really rude. No, I'm just joking, obviously. I have loads of friends. And also, you're not rude. It's just that people in the UK are extremely polite. And a lot of British people will try and deny this and say, oh no, well, everyone in the UK is so moody, blah, blah, blah. True, we are moody, but we are still very polite. You know, the amount of pleases and thank yous and sorries and cheerses you will hear in any social interaction is honestly quite impressive. But of course you already know all of these basic words, so in this video I'm going to be teaching you 6 everyday expressions that you can start using right away to instantly sound more polite. And then, you know, maybe you can finally get some friends. Expression number 1. Oh, and by the way, everything from today's video will be included in a completely free PDF, and the link to that is in the top comment. Anyway, expression number 1. May I? May I sit here? May I trouble you for a bottle of water? May I ask you a question? So, may I is just a very polite way of asking for permission to do something. It's kind of like a softer, more respectful version of can I? Don't worry though, can I isn't considered rude whatsoever, and you'll still hear it being used all the time in everyday conversation. It's just that may I is especially useful when you want to sound particularly formal, or professional, or polite. So let's say if you're in a meeting, or if you're speaking to someone that you don't know very well, or maybe you're just in a more traditional or serious situation. Let me show you an example. Excuse me, mate, may I sit here? Of course you can. Wow, what a polite way of asking. May I? May I? That's kind of like a softer, more respectful version of can I, right? Right? Go on, take a seat. Go on, sit down, Mr. Polite. I'm going to sit somewhere else. Sorry. Expression number 2. I was wondering if. I was wondering if. So this is another very polite and indirect way of asking for help or for information. It's kind of like a softer version of can you or could you, and it sounds very natural in spoken English. So you'll often hear people use this when they're trying not to sound too pushy or direct, like, I was wondering if you could send that email today, or I was wondering if you had a minute to chat. So it's very polite and respectful and works well in both casual and professional situations, and it's especially useful if you're trying to make a request sound a little bit more gentle. So it's almost like you're not actually asking them, you're just wondering if they could do this thing. Although obviously you are actually asking them. Let me show you an example. Hi boss, did you look at that email I sent you? What did you just say to me? Wait, was that rude? Did you look at? Oh no. Sorry, I meant to say, I was wondering if you had the chance to look at that email I sent you. Oh, I understand now. Wow, that is a very polite way of asking. Yeah. No, I haven't. I don't even know who you are, to be honest, mate. Expression number 3. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. So firstly, if something is a pleasure or it's pleasurable, it just means that it feels good. And this expression is normally used after someone has thanked you for doing something, and is basically a way of saying, I'm so polite and I like you so much that helping you was actually enjoyable. It was my pleasure. Thank you so much for letting me help you. Okay, it sounds a bit weird when you say it like that, but really it's just a very polite, slightly formal way of saying you're welcome. And you'll hear this being used a lot in customer service, polite conversations, or in professional settings. It just adds a nice, respectful touch. For example, so yeah, just the 4 pizzas please, mate. Yeah, all for me. Thanks for your help. No worries, sir. It's my pleasure. And good luck with the divorce. It's your pleasure? Really? What a lovely thing to say. I mean, that's kind of like a more polite version of you're welcome, isn't it? Yeah, it's kind of like saying I'm so polite and I like you so much that helping you was actually enjoyable. It was my pleasure. Thank you so much for letting me help. It's kind of like that, right? Right? Yeah, as I said, good luck with the divorce, sir. Expression number 4, no problem at all. No problem at all. So this one is nice and simple, and it's pretty much just a more casual version of "it's my pleasure." So once again, you use this after someone has thanked you for helping them, and it's just your way of telling them that it wasn't a problem. So it wasn't quite your pleasure, but at least it wasn't an inconvenience, and this is your way of letting the other person know that. So for example, "Hey man, I just wanted to say thanks again for helping me move yesterday. I really appreciate it. Hey man, yeah, it was no problem at all, honestly. Cool, I'll see you around. Bye." You see, not all the examples are weird. Expression number 5, would you mind? Would you mind? And once again, this is just a very polite way of asking someone to do something for you, especially if you want to sound particularly respectful or avoid being too direct. So it's kind of like you're taking your request and you're wrapping it up in a big ball of politeness and just very gently handing it to the other person. Like, would you mind just dealing with this for me? Thank you, thank you. So this one is very commonly used in both casual and professional situations, and the great thing is, it still sounds polite even if you're asking for something kind of annoying. For example, "Right, that's £5 please. Next, cheers. And can you put the beans on the side please? No. Here you go. Next, cheers mate. And can you put the beans on the side please? No. Here you go. Next, cheers. And would you mind putting the beans on the side please?" No, of course not. That's absolutely fine. Well, would you mind putting the beans on the side? What a polite way of asking. Yeah, no worries. I know that these things are important. Don't worry. Okay, here you go, sir. And have a lovely day. Okay? Expression number 6. Last but definitely not least, we have "please accept my apologies." Please accept my apologies. So this is just a very formal and polite way of saying sorry. You know, you've actually managed to sneak the word "please" into an apology, which is honestly quite impressive. So this one is often used in professional situations, so at work, in emails, or when speaking to a customer. It just softens the apology and makes you sound really calm, reasonable, and respectful. So for the final time, let me show you an example. Right, so you're telling me whilst you were cleaning my car, you accidentally smashed a window. Now the inside is soaked, there's broken glass everywhere, the outside got scratched as well, and also a minute ago someone just came and stole the car anyway. Yes, but please accept my apologies. You know, that is a very polite and formal way of saying sorry. All is forgiven. Really? No. Oh. Right, and there we have it. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to check out the free PDF in the top comment for all of the expressions, a few more examples, and a few bonus tips as well. So if you would like to further improve your vocabulary with me, then you have two options. Firstly, you can watch this video right here for free, and you can also sign up to my online course where I will teach you all of the words and expressions that you need to know to be completely fluent in British English. The link to that is in the top comment, and you can sign up now to receive a £100 discount, and that is ending very soon, by the way. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below, and I will see you next Friday for another video. Mwah! Cheers.